not only as an offensive weapon, but he was their best defender in Houston.
Tough, hard-nosed, no question. Of course, Chris Paul.
Isaiah is going to be my favorite player out on the floor today.
I think pretty much every game that we have done, Walker's strong move to the goal. I think pretty much every game that we've done with the Lakers, what role may he play in a shaken-up point guard situation for the Clippers? Isaiah Hicks, your favorite player.
My favorite player on cue. But when you talk about Kendall Marshall, I mean, he's an exceptional passer. He's an elite passer, and you know he's a guy that offered him a scholarship to come and be a part of the North Carolina family. And I think there was no more person more prouder.
A little more than 3 gone by first quarter. Bolomboy will try the triple, and an air ball and a spectacular save attempt, and good hustle by the Jazz. Tony Bradley ultimately with the save. Wallace steps into a triple try. Some of these Jazz players, Isaiah also played in Salt Lake City. There was a summer league event there as well, so some of them getting a little extra work and played a couple games in that event. Williams-Goss, pretty dish, and the finish by Bolomboy. Charlotte previously. Thornwell, long 2. That is what
you really want to make a living in the NBA. Work on your mid-range game, because that's where you're going to score from, because they have very few defenders in the NBA now that can defend in the mid-range area.
Tony Bradley will be credited. Evans off balance. Long rebound, run out opportunity here, and Leslie will lay it up and in. Wilcher into a double team, and Williams-Goss strips him. And a great block. I think
he does, just in terms of scouting internationally, finding players everywhere. There isn't a country that's not represented.
Leslie works against Evans, bodies him up, and fills it up.
Fight that wasn't so fun as you know, Isaiah, whether it's losing a game or a championship, or in this case a very significant efforts. We still want to focus on not losing sight that we have the best center in the NBA and Rudy Gobert, who just turned 20.
You lick your wounds, of course, because you ran into the perfect storm in terms of...
Well, people don't realize this, but Ricky Rubio, 6'4", he's 190 pounds. By our metrics, by our evaluation and grading, 2 years ago we felt like he was the best defensive point guard in the league. This year around 5th, 6th, 7th. But we think with him and Rudy at the point of attack, channeling pick and roll, which, as you know, Isaiah,
that just goes back to your philosophy, and also, you know, to Coach Snyder in terms of developing players, and not only
where his offense can match his defense.
But Quinn Snyder has done such a fantastic job for your franchise. What is it about
the rest of the league? And you can win your way, as you've proven over the years. And this league has always been teams playing the same style and playing the same way, running the same offense, shooting the same shots, and everybody basically analyzing it the same.
That Isaiah for 3 years. So how we teach what in San Antonio they call the daily bread, what we call BP in batting ball school. He was a point guard like yourself, so he's high-minded in how he wants us to play. And then you.
Bolomboy, one of those G League, D League products. Let Sutherland mishandle the basketball. Sindarius Thornwell, straight line drive, pretty feed, and finish for Wilson.
I mean, how can you not like Thornwell as a player? I mean, he challenges shots, he makes the right play, he's in position all the time, talks on defense. I mean, it's always the little things that makes a player successful, not necessarily the highlight reels.
Walker with a 3. Well, even though he's not named Isaiah Thornwell, you like him. Roz, what do you think? Very, very intense, but cares passionately about his players.
And I love Frank Martin as a coach. And, you know, when you talk about a culture,
Marshall gets the screen.
Wow,
skip
look at that pass.
Thornwell can't finish, but it is
to the Los Angeles Clippers. You know, and Doc knows the Patrick Beverley type of player. Doc's from Chicago, Beverley's from players. Most of us only have 4 passing lanes. That's the 2 shoulders, and that's the 2 legs, the right leg, left.
Williams Goss, second-team All-American at Utah. On the attack, a flip won't fall. Follow will go, however.
The story about how he wore his Carolina blue practice shorts underneath his Bulls uniform for good luck.
Hicks.
He must knows that we're talking about him because he's been involved in the last 3 or 4 plays and getting ready to do it again.
Here's Isaiah Hicks.
And Mark Jackson became one of the best passing point guards ever in our league. And I think that was because Pitino gave him that curve.
He actually has done. He said he kept a list on his phone, things that people said I couldn't do. It helps drive him.
And Kendall Marshall is a great passer. There's no doubt about it. Now, he may not be the different players, different coaches, different styles, different teams, and he's taking full advantage of it right now.
Brown rings the bell.
Over the world, you will meet and dine with kings and queens. If you be true to the game will be true to you.
And Wilson has it stuck. That three.
The amount of mileage that they put on their body during the course of the year, traveling and years of
Jonathan Holmes has come on for the Utah Jazz. Leslie gives way. Holmes will try for three and put.
Happy and ecstatic to be on that list. And when any of us started playing the game of basketball, we never thought that we would be on a list like this.
This is Nate Sobey. Creek. Leslie, what an acrobatic fit. Good knock away. And a block on the other end. Nice pocket pass and banked in at the expiration.
It takes time off the clock, and it limits the options that the offense has.
Nelson turns the corner, and Johnson finishes it off. Sobey off glass and one. With the Utah Jazz. Opening minutes of the fourth quarter. Pretty play. Jazz wanted to travel, but the ball popped loose on the bobble.
Talkers in our league.
Said one of the great talkers in our league. Wiltshire puts it on the deck. Former Cal Bear. Delivery to Bradley.
You don't necessarily appreciate the players or the coaching in terms of their chemistry for their coaching staff.
What about Jerry West being added to the front office?
Oh, well, I mean, you just added one of the biggest brains in basketball. Carry yourself with, because the way he presents himself demands that you be professional and accountable.
Grizzlies and Kings will end the day here. 3-on-1. Lob for Tokido.
Wallace definitely knew his personnel and put it up to the rim.
Shot clock at 13. Pass through a thicket of arms. Backstop by Tokido. Nice pocket pass. Bradley can't finish. Tries to follow once, twice, and the second time it goes.
You know, that's part of his philosophy. Let the big man touch it, and we see them using their big men in the post.
Bell with a
trouble for a lot of teams now in their Kings uniform because, you know, he's one of the great professionals. He's one of the great players and dunkers.
Know about Vince Carter. He's a Hall of Fame basketball player. He's an even better person. Sobey, strong move to the round. Clippers about to go 2-0 in Summer League play. And the Jazz dropping to 0-2. Right, feathers for the Jazz. Again, the Clippers have Milwaukee tomorrow. And Utah will have the Grizzlies.
I mean, everyone dreams of having that night, and he was 40 years old having a night like that. It made us